Hello and welcome. My name's Derek and I sell physical media on eBay. Make videos about that. This is a source and what's sold video. Do little things. Kick down tonight. Kick down tonight. Alright, stop the music. So I wasn't going to make a what sold video. It's 9:40 a.m. Saturday. But it's at 14 sales, so if I were to wait until Monday morning to make what sold video, I could have well over 30 sales, which would eat up just between the video and the packaging and stuff. That would eat up quite a bit of time. So I want to get stuff done, and I'm still not really. I wouldn't start doing much of anything for pictures wise until maybe like 10:30, maybe even 11. Some days I usually don't start doing stuff till like 11. Just kind of relax a little. It's a weekend, right? But I still get a little bit of stuff done pretty much every day. But it's 14. But this stuff right here, it's 14 for 342 and 323 in purchase price. So from yesterday to today to right now, that's what it is. But first, I will show this stuff here. There's a couple good ones in here. I don't remember all the prices. These two right here I do for sure because I posted these on a Facebook post. Those are the better ones, and then there's some other more decent oddball that you're like, oh well, that's not a rare Nightmare on Elm Street DVD. It's not gonna be worth anything. There's a couple weird titles in here that you don't know. You just don't know. That's why you got to look at them. So first off, I'm just going to breeze right through these. Just assume that they're all pretty much $15. There's a couple in here that are a little less. Got another one of these, so I have like 4 of these now. When they sell, they're like $30. I'm not going to go through it again. This is Cleveland Orchestra Sounds of Christmas, but they do sell. And if I'm going to pay like $1, whatever, they do sell for 30 to 35 bucks. I prefer to have one and wait for it to sell, especially when you're not paying a whole lot. So there's this Carole King and James Taylor. Sounds of Christmas. Bob and Tom, that's like 20 bucks. These were this, and I have a couple other 2 sets in here. Here they are. This I got at a yard sale, and I got 4. That one I got from Savers. That one I got from that one I did not get from a yard sale. There's some I got from a yard sale. It was $3 for 4 of them, for 4 CDs. But this alternative Pet Shop Boys. So this is one I haven't seen of Pet Shop Boys, and I really don't see a lot of them actually. It's the BMG for the dollar or the 50s. There was a couple that were 50 cents. I don't know if this one was because the sticker's already off of it. It'll be the date. So if it would have been from June, it would have been 50 cents. But still, if it's $10 or if it's 20 or whichever, I'll listen to these 2 here and eventually sell it. So it'll be free music even if I make $2 on it. Save these ones for last. The Styx Return to Paradise. It's 2 disc. I was like, yep, 2 discs for me in general for selling. I look at most stuff. I didn't know it was 2 discs when I did that. I saw Styx and I was like that. I was like, oh, I like Styx. That was $1. Depeche Mode for $2. This one here, I actually have both of them in. I believe I have another one that has only the one. It's Phil Collins. There was 2 in that one. This Reina del Cid, The Cooling. This is another one. So I ended up with one of these exact ones before. And a different one, and both were signed. And they sold for like $75, $90. I don't remember. I'll look it up and screenshot it. But This one here, signed as well. So I know right there. It's like, all right, well, it's going to be at least $30. Let's see. I'll pay $1 for it. Whispers, Sean Cassidy. These living books I have, well, I started off with 4, then I got another one, and I had that stack of 4 on my table to remind me to take the listing down to get the picture of, and add the picture to the other of the other one I had just got, so I'd have 5. And it took like the listing was still there. The 4 of them was still listed. I just had it on my table. And it took like a month for me to finally get to it, and I got to it, and I hadn't found any others. And then I found another one, and the Dr. Seuss ones for these sell a little better. So now I'm going to have 6 of them. So it's going to be a 6 lot. This Zoo Pet, it's sealed. They're like $12-15. They do sell. Strangely, I think they sold used for like $8-9. So a new one. All right. So I thought this was a CD. Well, so did the actual thrift store. Thought this was a CD. So this is what it is. It's a bunch of magnets. And where is it? Aliens. Wordplay by a brand called Illuminations. I believe they're all in there. I mean, there's not much of any. There might be room for one more. But I just thought it was interesting. I'll grab it for $1, however much it was. It's Brandy. Michael W. Smith. That one sells quite a bit. And I got that one Phil Kagi that has that little concert. Personal, I think is what it's called. Whatever it's called. And found 2 sealed Phil Kagi at that thrift store, right? 2 sealed. So those 2 will at least go together. Aerosmith, got this for here. It is missing a disc. This is the one I got. This is the one he just gave me at the yard sale. I told him, I was like, hey, it's missing a disc. He's like, just keep it. So I got 4 for $3. Toy soundtrack. Deep Purple, one I got from the yard sale. Just grabbing some decent stuff. I mean, BMG, it could be a $5 one. Then it just stays in personal collection or what have you. Duran, thank you. Again, BMG. But these I'll still look up. If they're going to be worthwhile, then they'll be worthwhile. This Hamilton and Joe, Frank and Reynolds, I think it came up like $40. I'm not going to bother with the phone. But it was more than bread and butter. Robert Klein, the comedian, I've sold a couple of these. I think I sold the 8-track, or maybe I still have an 8-track of it. Eddie Brickell. Who I am is what I am. This is the ultimate. Oh, that's the ultimate collection. That's all the Edie Brickhells that I've ever found. Or you can get 2 or 3 and put them together. But this Tito Tarantula, I think it was like $30. So there is, for the most part of those. This Kung Fu Hustle. So it was at the Good Neighbor. John Hancock. Good Neighbor. All right. Reference done. And there's another. He sells on Amazon. He sells books on Amazon. Not a whole lot. But that's the second time I've seen him. Last time was there like 2 months ago. And he's like, hey, I remember. And he's from directly from Transylvania. I forget the name of the town. Transylvania is easy to remember. And then we started talking about Bucharest because I know someone from Bucharest. Well, we worked together 10 years ago. But this Kung Fu Hustle, he's sitting there and he's telling me about this book that he found that was $180 on Amazon. And I didn't even bother. I mean, it's just, we have that cool kind of talking. Yeah, I was going through the CDs and he does books. It's like, go to town with the books. I'm gearing more of my attention is geared more towards CDs and then DVDs and then books. I will look at all of them, but already at that point at that store, I mean, you can see all these ones with these stickers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already have have a couple. I think at least one more over there. 7 or 8. Oh, receipts are right here. I'll get to that in a minute. But this Kung Fu Hustle scans up like $85, and there's only one listed. And then you go into Terapeak, and one has sold. It was like $50. You go into Terapeak, and that $50-$60 one, the recent sale, was in 3 years about the more valuable one, which that's going to be a recent sale. It comes up in the 90 days solds. It's nice to be able to list this and see if somebody's trying to compare prices, but like, oh, they do sell for that price range. But that's about the highest it's ever sold for in Terapeak. So, but there's not a lot of them out there. So another one sells, then another one, and another one. And then we have this. I'm going to say, don't underestimate. Well, it's sealed. Definitely helped. Definitely helped that it's sealed. But this Trans-Siberian, you're going to end up, that's why I do the sifting. Well, there's many reasons why, but that's one of the reasons why I'll grab. Man, if I was at a store right now and those are all flipped around like that, like, why this freaking store? Why can't they just... And it's not the store. It's just either way. But I'll grab however many I can, 12 to 15 in a hand. You know, you can see I can still hold that many. And if I can grab them and pinch them and sometimes just use my hand, that was one too many. And I knew it. But I'll be able to grab them just like that, pull them out. And sometimes I can get more and just hold the pressure. But I'll sit there and just go like this. Of course, most of all these I'm going to pick. But in the sifting like that, you're going to be eyeballing so much common stuff. So much. And you're going to remember, in some of these Trans-Siberian, some other ones, you'll look up, like, oh, you'll look it up because it just has an interesting artwork. Well, I do. And if you listen to me, if you at least apply, hey, that's interesting artwork. Derek does that. Let me do that. Well, those ones aren't worth all. Oh, but that interesting artwork one is worth money, right? So, interesting artwork. So it does help it's sealed. Trans-Siberian. I've looked at a lot. I've scanned a lot. This is one I've never seen. They come in, I mean, there's multi-disc Trans-Siberian Orchestra and other types of these orchestral outfits, gigs, groups, bands, whatever you want to call it. At least $200. Could be $300. One has sold for almost, is it? One has sold for almost $400. For less than $1. They were 6 for $5 at the Goodwills. Don't underestimate. I mean, sealed, look it up. Even if it feels like a reseal, look it up. Even if it looks like a reseal. Legit seals on CDs and DVDs and stuff like that definitely help. But not every single VHS and DVD was... I mean, I'm just showing that proof right here. Here's one sealed. Here's one sealed. They don't have that extra info banner thing, right? Okay, so enough. I will have to get into all that stuff later. These frames are like $40-$50. This is the first release of this Norma Ray with Sally Field. Very, very clean. And this is in 1979, 1980. So someone has one. The title does sell. I'm not going to get a whole lot for it because it is that there's one who has one sealed for like $40, $30 or something. It's still going to be like a $20 VHS, but it's still $20 sale VHS. The Slam Dunk Ernest. I've sold some Ernest. Don't pass up Ernest. Most can do pretty well. At least $15 or more. Maybe this one, the one that was listed sealed for like $40. But either way, paid $1 or 49 cents. Salvation Army. UFOs. It's like $20. It's another. Oh, it's this stuff. From that sticker, from the half price sticker. I got you. I got you. I'll set you free. Bye, Johnny. That's just an interesting one. It's the unofficial release of Resident Evil. This is another one that was, I mean, it'll stick out because it's bigger than a regular paperback, but this was in with the romance, and I thought it was funny. Romance. I was going to try to equate to relationships. Resident. What is that? You. Well, I saw that it was there at the end of romance. Well, to the left, because I was going in this way. To the left, all the way to the. I saw it there, and I was, yeah. That's fitting. Anyhow, so this Nagami, this Alabama Moon, X-Men sealed, and then The Ride. Hawaii. Takes place in Hawaii, whatever it is exactly. Like 40, 50, 60 bucks. I don't remember. It was plenty enough to when I'm like, a DVD that was just facing this way. I know of all the commons. I don't remember seeing this color, this font, this style. You look at enough of them. It's like 40, 50, 60 bucks. All right. So what am I going to do here? So I can continue, and then I can just... now I'll just pull the orders. So this was $15.07 for savers for 5 things, so $3 average. How did that turn out? Oh, yeah. All right, so $15.07. 5.30. So that's 20. 10. 30. 11. 40. 41. Look what you learned. I went on quite a bit of a deep dive into sealed multi-disc, but the primary was just hand sifting. So much of it you're going to just learn very quickly by not including things, not adding more work, but like, oh, I know it, I don't know that, I don't know that. You're just going to start by doing that a lot. You will leave a little bit of bread and butter, or a little bit of food on crumbs on the table and stuff, but just go through a whole bunch at a time, all the time, and then eventually this kind of work just becomes way easier. So start off with C34, a couple Moral Haggard. Please, oh man, all the way down there. Well, that's nice. My eyes caught that one pretty quick. Yep. All right, Moral Haggard. These two, $18. D25. We have Earth Defense PlayStation. So I believe, yeah. So this Earth Defense is in this case. That's why I had to do it. But $12. And this I got from the trash, the dumpster here. Cut your hand. I've got a few games. Probably like 20. All right. Delay Eyes of a Stranger. The C29. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how it's said. It matters that I have it and I can ship it. So delay, matter of something. Eyes of the Stranger. Daily. $13. Prentice Hall. Oh, this is the winter sale, I believe. I don't think there's been anything better than that. 34. 34. These two Prentice Hall, a little older, sealed, $80. I mean, I had them for maybe a year. Someone came in with the $80. Well, I mean, it auto accepted at the 80. I'm like, ugh. Take 20% off of something that was listed for pretty much close to $100. It's like, ugh. It's $20 right there. I'm never gonna see. Concealed Carry Masters course D34. Get over here. And this one I've had for a little while too. Still got $17. And that one's $16.98 and it was like $18.50. So I mean they didn't come down much. C36. The Blackbirds. Just listed this one. Damn it. It's on the bottom. But it should be at the bottom right somewhere. The Blackbirds, it is. The Blackbirds, another BMG, right? $14. Gotta get a couple books. Okay. Made it back for my quest. And the Spanish book. 19. So this is one of those, it's not going to fit in the regular padded, but it'll fit in one of the 8x10 or the 6x7, whatever they are, the eBay ones. It's about this size. Fits perfectly. But that was $20. It's a little pocket mechanics book. 13. I'll say this Mario now, it's a little farther up. But this Mario magazine, got from Savers, the kid section. All right, just barely eyeballed that. I'm just eyeballing all these little titles. It's going to take 3 minutes for me to look through those shelves. Most of the time, there's not much. Sometimes it might be an older children's book that's interesting, like that 150, whatever, the one from Great Britain or UK. What I don't remember even. What's Inside, I think is what it's called. I think that's it. Anyhow, but this, $41. No, you don't go there just yet. D24. Il Posto. $16. C24. Paul McCart, no. Pearl Bailey, Sings for Adults. That's not it. I don't know. That's a symphony. Symphony in Ivory. Oh yeah, Pearl. 24. 24. Try to read that black on that red. All right, Pearl Bailey. 15. The Jacksons. Just listed this. The Jacksons. 32. And then Nintendo. Hey, it's me. I know you just said that the rest of that in your head. I'm Mario. Some Elvis Presley. C44. Burning Love. Boom, boom, boom. Honka, honka. And Let's Be Friends. $18. And then I have another Let's Be Friends, and then this one. Because that's how I found 4 Elvis CDs that day. At different spots. What better way than to not make more work for me by then having to have to go into my listings and type up and find the Elvises that I have and choose to take them down or not, then get in here, get in the boxes, take them out, then later get the pictures of the 2. I made all that work not needed by just lighting different ones I have up. D8, Extreme Days. All right, Extreme Days, DVD, 16. So let me do another spinny refresh here. See if there was any more. There was not. All right, so let's go wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. It looks like the total time, if I chop both of them down, well, you're looking at the result of it. I just condensed them. Where's that at? List stuff. Stuff will sell. We'll go with that. That's, well, yeah, just keep listing. There's something new that you've learned. Tell me anything going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share. It's all free. To help me, help you, so we can help other people learn sell physical media on eBay. Appreciate it. Thank you.